This video is going to talk about special products and their patterns that they have when multiplied. There are two types of special products. The first is a perfect square. Perfect square products are going to be two exactly the same binomials. They look exactly the same. And that expands into, so if it looks like x plus a squared, it expands into x squared plus 2ax plus a squared. Okay, so that's our first pattern, is perfect squares. Our second pattern is difference of squares. That is going to look kind of like perfect squares, except the signs are going to be different. So one is going to be x plus a, one is going to be x minus a. And when you expand that, it's going to be x squared minus a squared. Okay, so those are our patterns that we're going to use today. So looking at these two examples, we got a minus 3 times a plus 3. So which one of those, which one is that? Is it a perfect square or is it a difference of squares? So remember, perfect squares are identical. Different squares are identical except for the sign, and that's what this is. This is a difference of squares pattern. And so therefore we're going to take x, or the first term, so in this case the first term is a, and we're going to square it, and then we're going to subtract, because minus, the second term squared. So the second term is negative 3 squared. So a squared is just a squared, and then minus, and then negative 3 squared is positive 9, so a squared minus 9. So that's using the special product pattern to expand difference of squares. The second example we have here is going to be a perfect square example. Why? Because it's the exact same binomial squared, just like this guy. So we're going to take, if you look here, x is the first term, so we're going to take that first term, 2a, and we're going to square it. And then it says plus 2ax, so 2 times, and then 2a, negative 3, okay? Because this, remember, this is my x and that is like my a, right? And then plus a squared. So here's where a lot of people make a mistake, you guys. A lot of people make the mistake of not squaring this too. But remember that that is really like 2a times 2a. So 2a times 2a is 4a squared. And then 2 times 2a is 4a times negative 3 would be minus 12a. And then negative 3 squared is positive 9. So there are the two difference of squares and perfect squares patterns, using their pattern to multiply and expand those polynomials.